So I started life student. So I started life as a young artist. Started when I was maybe 4, maybe a bit older, and I never thought when I was this little chap that I would ever get into doing all the things I'm doing with the podcast, with YouTube, with being a guest on the podcast. And it's this thing that art has sort of brought me towards, and I just want to be an artist. I don't want to be all these things. And at the same time, I do want to run a business because art is the only thing that I really connect to, that I can do hours on end without burning out. And I still need to take time off. I still need to balance it. It's the one thing where life has meaning, and I didn't think I would be doing all I'm doing. I've just come off a podcast with Dan McPherson, which was a lot of fun. I feel like it could have gone a little bit better because I don't know why, because yesterday I was feeling really excited for the podcast. We'd rescheduled it because I wasn't feeling so hot about 3 weeks ago because of the new ADHD diagnosis on the NHS. They agreed with the private diagnosis, and I've been slowly increasing the medication to get more balanced. And I've been doing a lot of thinking around what makes me different. Is there any other neurodivergent things I don't know about, because I didn't know about the ADHD for so long. And so they are going to do more assessments and second opinions on ones where I think I I can't speak today, which isn't great when you're doing a podcast. And I just feel like I wasn't very honest in that one. And so I don't know what this little video is going to be about, but really it's just figuring yourself out. And I used to have a stutter when I was a teenager. I still can't really speak. That's why I like art so much, because it's physical. And we really delved into a lot of my past stuff, which I was ready for. That's why I rescheduled it. And I think I sort of just scooted over them a bit. I didn't want to go too into it because, yeah, you just give a little bit of a taste, flavour. And if people relate to it and want to know more, they can contact me directly. So I think it went well. I think it could have gone better because I just woke up today and just from yesterday's workout, I just felt like my lungs couldn't really speak. I had a heartburn when walking the dog this morning. Not my dog. I volunteer 3 times a week. A really good bond. It's great. We went around the woods this time, so hadn't been there for a bit, and new smells, and I just felt like, pain in my chest the whole time, and just hopefully it's not a problem. But I think it's fine because I did the same workout yesterday. I think it's just a muscle here, the pec major, or maybe even pec minor. I used to do sports massage, but I can't remember any of the muscles. But it just hurts. So I think it's just that rather than heart-related stuff. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling so great. And then when it came to the podcast, I felt just really tired. I think it was a great Dreams Are Real yesterday, also with Dan McPherson. And so you're the blame, Dan. I didn't have much sleep, but I also got a bit wired and played video games yesterday. I don't think I should be getting more into that because while my brain is a lot more focused, I still have the tendency to need to balance my brain a bit. And, I just didn't feel as articulate as I could have been. And I think that's just through... I've just been feeling... his shoulders hurting as well, so... But I think I've just got the DOMs and just... could get a very dry throat and drink a lot of water. So the point being is you just overanalyze, and I think the episode's going to be really good. It was really, really good. I just maybe swallowed some of my words as I'm doing now and mumbled a bit, and just wasn't as clear or articulate as I would have wanted. And maybe could have taken a few more pauses as well. But I have days when my brain goes, and I think sometimes you just got to do it. I think waiting wouldn't have really helped. I think it would have, wasn't quite sure which direction we'd go in, but really enjoyed it, and hopefully it will show where I've been, which was difficult, and maybe kind of feeds into the art. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I feel lately I just haven't really had really good ideas. I've just been sort of coasting along with just doing a lot. But we did talk about the commissions, and that's why I love doing them, because while they're challenging, really challenging at times, you just get this full imagination of someone who maybe can't paint but has this image in mind, and I just love bringing them to life. And it feels like I'm doing something more than just painting at that point. I can come up with a whole entire visualization of what they had in mind. I'm going to sign off because I am an artist. I'm not a YouTube person. I want to get back to painting, and I've been doing a lot of the editing and business side lately, so time to get painting. Alright, I'm super happy with this next page because I just haven't done anything with this for quite a while. So yeah, super happy with those. They're sketchy, but they're reasonably accurate, apart from the eye is a bit low, but it doesn't line up. But apart from that, really happy with those. That's precisely why I don't use professional normally, because I hate to think how much that cost me. But that'll go on to the next one, hopefully. Although that's all green, so I need to get a new one started. I am too tired for proper angles because I'm in so much pain this morning. I had one of those days yesterday where everything went wrong. I walked the dog with heartburn, don't know where that came from, like right here, just that pectoral muscle really hurting. And then I did the podcast after feeling tired and just not really feeling it. And then I woke up this morning with the T-junction, probably, most likely that being the reason, jammed and painful, really painful, right under the scapula, right in the ribs, and pain is tiring. And I've got a really, let's move the mic a bit more, I've got a really high pain threshold, and so if I'm in pain and tired, and it is painful, and I've had this done with a chiropractor many years ago, probably T2 to T4 kind of region, and you just feel a massive crunch and relief, and it just wants to go, and that tennis ball really helped relieve it enough, but that's muscle. And I once wanted to train as a chiropractor when I was having that hiatus doing sports massage, and it's a lot of nerves and I didn't have the brain for it, but feeling someone who can feel where it hurts and wanting it to go and then oomph, it's such a relief. And I just wish I can get to the point where I sell enough artwork where I can live the lifestyle where I can look after my health, I can have regular chiropractic treatment, regular sports massage, can have hotels when I go see friends because they're up having a party and I want to sleep, which is fair enough. But being able to afford these things would be so good, thriving and not surviving. And I want to get to a point where I don't feel like guilty for that, and to the more money I make, the more I can help other people as well, help other emerging artists, help other charities, help other people who are chronically unwell. There's a kids charity which I I give them like £30 in total, give to, of well-being for chronically ill children, and I want to be able to give more to them and more to other charities that help those who are suffering with illness, and help myself with various painful happenings because my joints are so prone to double jointedness, hypermobility, and just subluxations happen a lot. I'm more likely to have a subluxation or dislocation rather than the bone breaking, which was good in karate but not so good when I'm just in CrossFit and trying to get on with painting. And I'm really tired, so I think I'm going to just brighten up this fish with the professional grey paint, so more pigment, brighten those colours up a bit, using the basic colour, basic grade being on the base coat, just to get an idea of where the structure of that fish would be, and then just brighten up the colours that I want to be brightened, and maybe do another couple. The plan was to have 55 of these mini originals, and I'm always my own worst enemy in that I do it last minute when I've got an idea for the art trail. Like, am I doing it because I think it would look good on the stall, or am I doing it because I want to? It's a bit of both. I often do paintings and things this size in the sketchbook, but never when I think of it as like a final piece. But I think it will look good, and it is sort of challenging me to sort of make these sizes more final. And I just don't think I've got the energy to do that many, and I'm going to have to let go and just be like, it is what it is, and keep doing them so that the next art trail, the next project, whenever that may be, I'll have them. But the idea was to have 55 of them and sell them for around £20, so I get, or maybe £10 even, so I get between 500 and just over 1,000 in not profit, but in like the net rather than the gross. But yeah, that was the idea, but I don't think I'm going to manage it, especially now the shoulders busted and I can't get an appointment. It's currently Saturday and the appointment's on Thursday. There was one going on Tuesday, but then that went because I was trying to cancel the other one because I found a more local one with a better offer for the first one. I really need to be able to afford this like once a month to keep myself ticking over though, and I just can't. So you'll be seeing me paint, so you actually just watch my face talking the whole time. But yeah, it's been an interesting one. The podcast didn't go as well as I wanted because I was just under the weather and didn't know why, but I'd already rescheduled once, and I did live modelling for Vincent Michael Brown, the tutor, about 2 weeks ago, and his painting was absolutely phenomenal, which you'll be seeing on screen now. And so yeah, head over to his Instagram and whatnot. Yeah, a very skilled draftsman and painter, and just this one had a lot more painterly and light and energy, and a lot of them feel more photorealistic with that light coming in still. And yeah, just amazing attention for detail. And so, being the polar opposite to myself, I can learn a lot from him, and I am learning a lot from him. Just little nuggets of information, even with mixing black and yellow to get a darker green because the black is made up of blue and things. It's just things I take for granted and didn't know it'd be so effective. And now it's just straight into that toolkit, and I hope you listening to this, it may get straight into yours too. So I think life modelling does have its challenges, and I did get through it quite. I had mild discomfort, and I wouldn't say it was painful. It was just really uncomfortable. But then I was shaking out a lot, and I do stretch and I do make sure that my body is up for it. But maybe it took its toll 2 weeks later, a delayed reaction possibly. But this has also given me headaches and feeling sick with the pain, and I'm probably going to end up going back on the game because it doesn't seem to hurt my hands too much, although my concentration is really awful. But I might stream for an hour just to resurrect the YouTube channel with the gaming possibly, but I don't doubt I'll be talking all that much and interacting all that much, but at least it gets content out because I've got loads of little snippets of Apex Legends and whatnot, and loads of things I want to do, which
for gamers. You have these moments of, there are championships in games and various skill sets and little nuggets of time when I feel like something cool happened, and never get around to editing it. So maybe live is the way to go, and then at least 5 minutes of that hour will be cool. And maybe I can take a clip from it and just post it in a short later afterwards. It's just always a bit nerve-wracking being live and having to talk to people, feeling like you have to talk to people when you just want a game and just chill out, but still have something to show for it. Like you're gaming with purpose. It's just balance. It's just balance, trying to get everything done. And I'm not painting enough at the moment. I want to paint more, so that's what we're going to do. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all the footage. And I'm just need to get stuff out there. I filmed at least another 6 videos, which I still haven't got around to editing yet either. Have I edited this one? I don't know yet. But if it is out and you're watching this, thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. And I always appreciate the comments to let me know that you're enjoying the content, that I'm on the right track, boost that morale, and to keep me making these, because I do enjoy them. I just don't always know if they're being enjoyed by others, that's all. I don't have a routine, I don't have a schedule anymore, but I do check, and when it says like 5-6 days ago, I'll start thinking about making another video. So, see you in the next one, and keep scribbling, and thanks for being here. Thanks for being here and listening to this rambling neurodivergent artist.